This week's episode is sponsored by QuirkChat. Let's talk geek. QuirkChat is a video social network for everything geek fandom commentary. Need a friend for discussing your latest anime topics? Got a theory about what's to come next in the MCU? No matter what it is, QuirkChat is your place to talk geek. Share anime debates and geek commentary. Record your opinion and add it to the original quip. Download the QuirkChat app on your app store of choice today and start talking geek. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Projekt Podcast. As you can see and probably can hear, it is just moi here today. It is just once again the Chazasaurus Rex. Here today. People probably think I'm fucking crazy. Juice is out this week. He's working on some other things, but he'll be back next week. Couldn't make it this week, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And he's actually not going to run in like that one episode where he ran in randomly, and I totally was unaware of it and did not put the microphone strategically under the table for when the episode started to make it look like it was just one mic here, and then he came running in like, oh my god, no way, and then the mic appeared back on the table randomly because I did not know that that was occurring. It's not like that. Today it literally is actually just me. Wait, what? No, I'm just kidding. There's nobody there. It's just me. So hopefully you guys are rocking with me today on another solo episode. Chazasaurus Rex back for the fourth time, fifth time, sixth time. How many solo episodes have I done? 4, 5, 6? I don't know. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I feel like I look absolutely tired today, and I am tired today. Actually, I don't know. You guys know. You already know. Anxiety, insomnia. Talk about it all the time. But I feel like I got some sleep last night. I feel like I didn't have like an insomnia phase or anything, or one of my little insomnia spells. But I do kind of remember waking up a couple times. But it was like very vague, blurry. I don't really remember. And I don't know. But I woke up today just exhausted, like as if I didn't sleep. But I feel like I did. I don't know. I guess I did, but also didn't. Clearly, my face is showcasing that I have not. And my head and my body feel like I have not. So whatever, you know. If you guys may have seen on my real quick on my Instagram, I posted this story over the weekend because obviously this episode comes out on Monday, so it would be last week, right before the weekend, on Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. There's this place that I like to go. You know, everybody has like places that they like to go to get away. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you may do, or maybe it's not even a place that you go. Maybe it's in your house or some shit. I don't know. But I have this area. Actually, I'll just say for some people, for the geological reasons, Captain, for the geological purposes, not everybody knows what I'm going to talk about. But I'll just say for those that do know, I like to go out to Corona, California, where I actually used to live for a year, and I love it out there. It's one of my favorite places that I've ever lived. Just a great time and moment in my life, era in my life, and I just love it out there. So much fresh air, so many big, beautiful trees and mountains, a lot of land, not a lot of city and stuff. It's pretty barren out there in a sense, you know, and then because so like the houses, the land are cheaper, you know, you can get like fucking an acre of land for like super cheap and stuff. And it's just beautiful out there, man. And I really, it was a great time in my life, and I really like going out there, not only just to reminisce, but I go out there, take my dog with me, smoke some CBD, walk around at like the beautiful parks that are out there and whatnot. And like I said, all the mountains and everything, the views are just beautiful. I love it out there. It's really hot in the summertime, decently cold in the winter, which I love. And I don't know. I just like it out there. So it's one of the places that I go. And I'm not very like, I'm not a real like nature guy. Like I don't like to go on like, I don't really like to go on hikes or like nature walks too often. Or I don't want to climb a fucking rock. I'm not a like bungee guy. I don't want to, oh fuck, I might die, but it's so thrilling. It's just not me. I'm fucking frightened, dude. I don't want to run into like, and they do have coyotes and stuff and wolves out there. When I lived out there, I remember in front of my house, a coyote would walk by like every night, like 6, 7 o'clock at night, all the time. And then when I would drive too, I'd see a couple packs of them in this area that was like completely barren, where there was no houses or anything. It was like they tore all the houses down in that little area, so it was just like land. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway. I don't like doing stuff like that because I'm a fucking afraid of nature, dude. Like, I'm afraid of going out there and like some wolves pop out and they're like, oh, what do we got today? Or like, somewhere, I know like right there in Corona, that's not happening. But as far as what I'm about to say, like, but bears and shit, like I don't want to do the nature thing and go out into like, people go out like in Oregon and go on the nature walks and like, I don't know if Oregon has bears, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid to see, this isn't fucking, I don't want it, this isn't a Disney show. Like, I don't want to hang out with some bears and shit, dude. Bears are not cool, man. Like, I mean, bears are cool, don't get me wrong, but like bears are not cool for me. Like, I don't want to hang out, hey, what's up, guy? And fucking eating me. Like, they don't give a fuck, dude. And I don't want to be face to face with one, man. I don't know. Although I feel like if it was one coyote, if it was like a singular coyote, I may have a chance. You know what I'm saying? And also I have telepathic abilities. I didn't want to tell everybody, you know, that I'm kind of like Professor X, but I have telepathic ability, so I feel like me and this coyote, this singular coyote, I feel like if we approached one another and we were staring at each other in the eyes, both trying to be alpha, coming from the pecs, like, what's up? Alpha stance. But he was also there, alpha stancing it up, but kind of more down because they protect their necks. National Geographic fact for you. Gotta protect the neck. They're down and we're like looking at each other. I feel like I could telepathically say some shit to him and he would know. Like, here, for anybody else that's telepathic out there, I'm about to say some wild shit that I can't say live on the show with my mouth region. So it'd be like, and all the telepaths out there right now, they're like, oh shit, he said it. He fucking said it. And I did say it. And I feel like the coyote right then and there would be like, oh shit, make him second guess himself, dude. He'd be like, oh fuck, whoa, this guy speaks my language. And then I would also be like, I don't know, man. He might come back. He's got some teeth. I don't got the teeth. But as you guys all know, I have super crazy skills. Super fast skills like the Flash, Quicksilver, Cabal. Ha! So I feel like if I worked really hard at it and say the coyote was going to jump to try to get me, while he's in the air, I'd be like, and I'd be smacking him real fast. Karate chop right to the ass. And you're probably saying, why the ass? Why not like the snout, the eyes, side of the face, neck, you know? Nah, the ass, because as he's jumping, plow, boom, knock out his back legs. So when he falls back down to the ground, he can't get up. His back legs are out. He's like, fuck me. This is not what I expected. Then I could hit him on the snout. Disable him. And then he'd be like, I have miscalculated. Nature's not for me, man. But lately, in the later years of my life, I've been kind of like, I like going out there, experiencing the fresh air and stuff. I throw my dog in the car, literally I just grab her, get in. Not literally, PETA, calm down. And I go out there and I hang out, I drive around, see a place, reminisce about the places I used to live and everything, go to some parks, walk around, beautiful areas. I like all that good shit. So as I'm out there, I'm walking around at this park, and mind you, it's like maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And so there's like a bunch of kids out there. I mean, this park is packed. It's beautiful. I love it. People doing people things, man. Humanizing like we should. And they're out there playing baseball, soccer, all kinds of games, and it's not just like kids playing just to play. There's actual like leagues and everything, like the little leagues and stuff, you know. And so they're out there, they're playing everything, so it's packed, right? Is my point? It's packed. And then there's this little old lady, this senior citizen, and I see her in the distance. And I told this story on my Instagram, but I see her in the distance, and I'm walking towards her in her direction, and I have my headphones on though, listening to some VGM. You know me. What's up? And she says something to me, but I didn't hear her the first time, so I muted it or paused it, whatever. And I'm like, huh? And she's like, why don't you pick up somebody your own size? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? And she's like, why don't you pick up somebody your own size? First of all, okay, didn't know she was like the female Scarface over here. Pick up somebody your own size. Say hello to my little friend. She pulls out a fucking machine gun. And I'm like, what? She's like, you tell your fucking boss to go fuck himself. And I'm like, you talking to me? Like, what? And she said it like a few more times. In my Instagram story, I shortened it because you only got like a fucking minute, you know? But she said it like a few more times. She's yelling. She's making a big scene. Like I said, there's so many people around. I'm like, oh my God, this is all that I need in this world that we live in. Like, they're going to see like the senior citizen, this poor little helpless lady, me and this giant dog that looks like she could be a lion's cousin and, you know, a panther's cousin. And then she's like yelling and screaming. They're going to think, oh my God, what is this guy doing? What is this bearded, handsome gentleman doing to this clearly senile woman? But we're going to take the senile woman's side. Because he kind of looks like Kratos and I'm afraid of him. But I was like, oh my God, like this is the last thing I need. She's making a scene. There's kids around. Like, stop it. I was like, all right, whatever. I realized that she's just kind of like, sadly, a crazy old woman. So I just kept walking and she's like screaming, I don't know what anymore. And then she kind of started following me for a little bit. If you saw it on my Instagram, she kind of started following me for like a little bit. She just was like screaming and yelling and following me and shit. And I was like, oh, God damn it. Luckily, I was going back to my car and I got in my car and I drove away. And as I was driving away, I saw that one coyote that I smacked on the ass. Anyway, what did that have to do with anything I'm talking about today? Absolutely nothing. I don't know. Do you guys like when we tell like random stories or something, or just get more personal with you guys? Like, or do you like it when it's just games, film, cosplay, and more? I guess that would be the and more, but I've always wondered, like, do you guys want this podcast to be a little bit other than just, you know, like reporting, I guess maybe not reporting, but like talking about gaming news or film news or whatever, you know, and talking about these topics? Do you want something more, or should that be like a whole different podcast? I've also thought before, like, hey, my mama's texting me. Mom, I'm doing a show. Or would that be like a different podcast? I've also kind of thought before of doing, I've said this before, me and Juice have also thought about doing something else with some other people, but that didn't pan out, so that's kind of on a hiatus. But I've thought of doing something on a more solo tip, maybe, where I talked about other topics maybe that like weren't about gaming and stuff. I'm not quite sure what. But I have some ideas, but I don't want to say anything yet. Or if it wasn't just a solo, it was like maybe like a once a month thing or just whenever thing where it was like with other people. Joey Red Hood and I had a conversation. He was saying that I should do like interviews. You know what I mean? Where it's like interview things. Maybe it's like, I don't know the time frame, but maybe once a month or whatever the case may be, because this is the main project here. No pun intended. But I mean, would you guys want that or something? I was thinking of like doing, I don't even know if I want to give the name out there and then someone sees it and somebody takes the name and then I can't do it anymore. But I mean, I don't know. Would you guys want something like that? That's a branch off from like the side project, that just gaming, film, and cosplay and all that, and something where there's like more, where it's a different format, you know what I mean? Where different conversations. Maybe it's like, we did do like the Mandela effect, which was like an and more thing, you know? But maybe it's like more stuff like that, or like maybe like, I don't know, whatever it may be, you know? Would you guys want something like that? Or would you rather just included to the quote-unquote and more side of things on this podcast? Let me know. But I am stoked, man. I'm sure you guys have already heard, because by the time that this episode comes out, it'll already be a couple days old. 4 or 5 days old or some shit, I don't know. Injustice animated film is in the works at WB, and that makes my titties sprinkle. What does that mean? Who knows? Warner Bros. Has announced, with no release date tacked on just yet, that they do have plans of adapting the Injustice storyline into their next batch of DC animated films. Now, keyword here for me that I picked up on is next batch of DC animated films. So more than one, or are they just saying the next batch, like the next slate of films that includes this and that and this and that will also include Injustice? Or does it mean more than one Injustice film? A series of Injustice. The films will be based off the games and the comics of the same name. And NetherRealm did such a good job with those games, man. We've said it a million times, both Juice and I. They did such a good job with those games and the storylines themselves. And like the cutscenes that are in the games are pretty much like a goddamn movie themselves. I think it's like an hour or something long, maybe 45 minutes, somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half long. Those cutscenes, the story mode and all that. They did such a phenomenal job, man. NetherRealm does a great job. So here's to hoping that the animated team at WB, cheers, can do the movie some justice. The DC animated team, they do good though with their films. You know what I mean? They do great with their films. It's the live action stuff that is suffering, but the DC animated films and series tend to do very well. I can't recall off the top of my head right now one that like was really bad. I don't know. Let me know if there's one that's really bad in your eyes, but I can't think of one that's like really bad. There's just some that I like more than others. Like for instance, I really like the I'm drawing a blank now. Plus my dog is snoring like crazy. It's throwing me off. What is it? Justice League War, I think. Let me look it up real quick. Live. Let me make sure that I got this right. Justice League War. Yes. Yeah, it's Justice League War. Yeah, I love that, dude. That was a great animated film. So I'm not really too concerned about how they're going to handle Injustice. And I should have looked this up, but I wonder if NetherRealm will have any part in it at all other than them taking from the games and the comics. But I don't know, man. I don't see WB getting their hands in this and ruining it because, like I said, they do pretty damn good. But I'm sure that some way, somehow, some shape, some form, somebody there could fuck it up, but I doubt it with the animated films. You know what I mean? Let's just hope there's nobody there that's like saying some outrageous shit like, hey, you know what? They're all at like a table read. Okay, so let's plan this out. How do you guys want to, what do you think we should do? Should we follow the games exactly how it was? Should we take a little bit from the comics and this and that? What do you think? Hey, Calvin, what do you think? You know, we really admire your opinions, Calvin. What do you think? And Calvin's sitting there like, okay, all right. I was thinking this time, instead of making Batman a human, we make him a dog. And he's like super proud of himself. You know that like sits back. In his head, he's like, oh, they're going to fucking love this. Someone's like, why would we make Batman a dog? Okay, look, hear me out, okay? I really like dogs, okay? And everyone's like, okay. And so does everybody else. Everybody else really likes dogs. People are in love with dogs, okay? And right now, we really need something to get everybody on our side, okay? People love Batman, right? Some lady's like, yeah. And people love dogs, right? She's like, yeah, I have a schnauzer at home. Okay, so we make Bat Dog. Anybody? Yeah? Okay, all right. Yeah, Bat Dog? Okay. Bat. He's like half bat, half dog. No, maybe it's just a dog that dresses up. He's got a little bit of higher intelligence. Yeah? What do you think? Yeah? All right. Okay. Now, and when he's flying through the sky, he still has like all the stuff, grapples and everything, and he grapples and he flies through the sky, but he has to take like a shit because dogs just kind of do that and they just kind of go wherever. So he just like mid fucking swing, just real quick, you know? Why would we do that, Calvin? Anyway. I think somewhere deep down, WB knows that they're collapsing their own DC films, but they just don't want to admit it, man. Excuse me. Oh, my nose itches. And like I said in the joke, like, for real though, I think they're like trying to find something to get everybody back on their side a little bit. Like, we need the positive press. We need something. What can we do? And they know that Batman always sells. So like, let's do something with Batman. You know what I mean? Let's do something with the animated films because those work. I think that's what's happening because also they announced from executive producers Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves, a colossal trio, will be bringing in the reimagining of the Batman mythology, heading straight to HBO Max with Batman, the Caped Crusader. And I like the fact that we have the option now of things going straight to HBO Max. I don't care if it's for like the limited time, couple days or whatever. I think that's cool though, man. I've said that a million times as well. I actually dig that. I like being able to have things on streaming services. I've run that into the ground. This animation brings Bruce Timm back from his previous work. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. With our childhood, depending on your age, obviously. Batman the Animated Series. Bruce Timm worked on the Batman the Animated Series, and that was an absolutely phenomenal series. And he's back to work on Batman the Caped Crusader along J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves, who's also doing the Batman, the film, the one with Robert Pattinson. So this looks like it's in good hands, if you ask me. Sam Register, president at Warner Bros. Animation, stated, and I quote, Batman the Animated Series was a masterpiece that shaped the perception of the character for an entire generation of fans. It is in that spirit that we are bringing together three master storytellers in JJ, Matt, and Bruce, each with their own intuitive understanding and affection for the character, to create a new series that will continue in the same groundbreaking legacy. Executive producers Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves said, we are, quote, we are beyond excited to be working together to bring this character back to tell engrossing new stories in Gotham City. The series will be thrilling, cinematic, and evocative of Batman's noir roots while diving deeper into the psychology of these iconic characters. We cannot wait to share this new world. I think that it's going to be phenomenal. Once again, if WB doesn't do what they do with their live action stuff, I think that this is going to be on par with a lot of the other animated films and or series that DC tend to do. And I think that with the people that are behind it as well, this has the possibility to tell a very engulfing story, and I'm looking forward to it, man. And I probably already threw it up on the screen. Post-editing Chaz probably already threw it up on the screen. I dig the, so far, the poster with the Batman with the long ears, and I know some of you may be like, wait a minute, Chaz, I thought you said you didn't like long ears. I thought you said you liked the short ears better. I thought you said you liked the Frank Miller adaptation. I do. But that's more so, I do in general, but that's also more so for the live action films, in my opinion. I think that Batman looks better live action with shorter ears and a bulkier Batman. That's just me. But in the animations, I feel like the long ears look very menacing, especially some people have said this before in comments as well. Like when it casts a shadow and you see the long ears, it's like, oh man, you know what I mean? I really dig that, dude. So what do you guys think? Are you stoked for that? I've seen a lot of people talking about that, and probably a lot of people have already heard about this by the time that this episode comes out. You probably already have seen it all over Instagram. But just for the sake right now of me talking about it, let's all act like this was the first time you heard it, and you'd be so super surprised, like, oh fuck, no way! First time I'm hearing this is right now on the Side Project podcast. I can't believe it. I'm so stoked. Thank you, Chaz, for telling me. What would I do without you? Anyway, even more DC stuff is being announced from WB, the duo behind Bad Boys for Life. Movie kind of sucked, didn't it? I don't know, did it? I don't think that movie did very well, did it? I don't think it did. The directors behind the Bad Boys for Life will steer the ship for the movie that is and will be Batgirl. So they are directing the Batman, Gordon. See, I told you I'm tired today, guys. Bear with me. They will be directing the Barbara Gordon-led film. And Christina Hodson, who wrote the movie Bumblebee, which that movie didn't do very well, did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Boom. Did it? When you fuck up, did it? Just improvise. The movie Bumblebee, that didn't do that great, did it? But anyway, she wrote Bumblebee, and she's also worked with WB already within screenwriting for Birds of Prey and The Flash, and has reportedly written the script for the film that will also head straight to HBO Max. And originally, Joss Whedon was tapped for writing and directing back in 2017, but left the project in 2018, which we can only thank God. And it's being said that what they hope to accomplish with this film is to take the audience on a fun ride and see a different side of Gotham, states producer Kristen Burr, continuing by stating that the script is crackling with spirit. What's that? That's the Batgirl film. I don't know. Take the audience on a fun ride and see a different side of Gotham, crackling with spirit. I wonder. I don't know. But before that comes out, if you guys want to get a taste of some Batgirl action, some Barbara Gordon action, I suggest you head on over to B Squared Productions on Instagram and B Squared Productions on YouTube, and check out Brian Bowles' films, the ones that he has up now and the one that he's going to be working on that features Barbara Gordon as Batgirl, and what he's going to be doing with that moving forward. And keeping with theme with Batman, let's get into this week's Cosplay of the Week. And this week's Cosplay of the Week is none other than Batman in Houston. And I'm throwing it up on the screen right about now. Look at this, you guys. This blew my mind when I saw this, okay? This is amazing. I really, really dig this. And I don't know if Batman in Houston, if you're going for a Frank Miller rendition of your cosplays or a Ben Affleck rendition of your cosplays, if you're sticking with the movies or anything. I don't know exactly what you're going for, so I don't want to speak for you, but this is a bigger, bulkier Batman. You've got the bat symbol, bigger and bulkier on there. I love this, dude. The color scheme is absolutely phenomenal as well. And the way that you did this is different than anything I've seen. And obviously, one of the standout things here that everybody's probably screaming at the screen for me to say right away is the hair. The long hair is a totally different take. And I love it, man. Let's see what the caption says. It says, "It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." To say I love this shot would be an understatement. I had this vision in my head of Batman taking a brief moment of rest, and Danny knocked it out the park. And Danny is the photographer, and that's at Dan_Cortez_photo. And the location is at 4825 Warehouse on Instagram. This is phenomenal, man. Great shot. Great shot, Dan Cortez. Amazing shot. And this is awesome, dude. You've got Batman sitting down. He's got the cowl off, the hair over his face a little bit. It looks exactly like what you said, taking a moment. Who knows? Maybe he just went through a brutal, brutal battle. And he's like, oh, man, you know, maybe something just happened and people died that he couldn't save them. And he's sitting there and he's reflecting. Maybe this is when one of the Robins, something happened with one of the Robins. And he's sitting there and he's like, oh, man, you know what I mean? Who knows what you're thinking? And maybe it's left open to interpretation. And that is phenomenal, dude. And you've got the cape as well, draped over the legs. This is amazing, bro. This is absolutely amazing. And you can see on his actual suit, the bat symbol is it's battle worn a little bit. You see some like what's it called? You know what I mean? It's battle worn. You know what I mean? You see like slap, 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 slap stuff on it. This is absolutely great, dude. And when I saw this, I was like, wow. This is impactful. I dig this, man, a lot. This is really cool, bro. And you guys definitely got to go check him out at Batman in Houston on Instagram. And shout out to the photographer one more time, Dan_Cortez_photo. And shout out to the warehouse, the location at 4825 Warehouse on Instagram. Everything that brought this together so perfectly is absolutely phenomenal, and I dig it. He's got all kinds of great photos on his Instagram, so you guys have to go check it out. Batman in Houston, your cosplay of the week for me is amazing. Oh. I love it, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm so tired today, guys. God damn, you know? But we got to get an episode out. Consistency. Can't miss a week. Ever. No, I'm just kidding. You got shit to do, you got shit to do. But, wanted to get an episode out, man. I like doing this with you guys, man. I like talking to you guys. I like conversing with you guys, man. Where my Nintendo fans at? Where my Zelda fans at, man? Woo! Skyward Sword is getting an HD remake, which we already know. Announced a couple months ago at the one of the Nintendo Directs. And now they've announced a special edition amiibo alongside it. This is also in addition to the special edition Joy-Cons that they released as well. This Zelda Skyward Sword amiibo, which is separate from the game, by the way, boasts a Princess Zelda with a Loftwing. And it functions as a means of fast travel as well. It's not just an amiibo to throw up if you don't want to. It actually has functionality within the game itself. A new feature that can take you into the sky from anywhere in the game. For those that have not played Skyward Sword before, I don't remember all the terminology, but in Skyward Sword, you're obviously in the sky a lot. I mean, well, maybe not a lot, but you are in the sky. It has to do with the sky and things like that, obviously. And you can take your Loftwing, which is it's on the screen if you haven't seen it before, and you can fly around and you can do stuff And there's these places in the game where, I guess, in a sense, fast travel already exists, but you have to go to these statues, which I can't remember the names of everything right now, so forgive me. I'm currently playing Breath of the Wild, so I can only think a lot of Breath of the Wild shit right now, unfortunately. But Skyward Sword is an amazing game, by the way. I love it. It's like watercolors, and oh, it's beautiful. But you can go to like these statues in the game, and I believe that's where you save your game at, and then you can also take to the sky, so you can go to different places. Now, but you have to go to those statues, which again, I don't remember the name of. You have to physically go to them. You have to find them. You have to go to them in order to go back up into the sky and go somewhere else. What this amiibo does is give you the functionality to use the amiibo, I believe, at any time, and then you can take to the sky and go anywhere. So it's like a little extra added feature. But it's going to cost you an additional $25 on top of the $60 that the game costs for a remake.
Wait a minute.
Then, if you want the Joy-Cons, the special edition Skyward Sword Joy-Cons, I believe that those are an additional $70.
Ouch.
So you're looking at, if I'm right about the pricing, you're looking at what, like $150, $155 plus tax? So like 60, somewhere between $160 to $64? $160 to $64 USD for a game that's already been out, and that is a remake, that when that game first came out, I have it right here. Okay? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Wii. Originally, try to get not so much glare. The game, the special edition, I bet you it was more though. I don't remember the original price, but it was probably a little bit more. So maybe it ends up factoring itself out. I don't know. I'll look it up right now in a sec. But the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Collector's Edition or whatever, it came with the special edition Wiimote and a soundtrack. Okay? And I'll find out how much that was in a second. But I'll look it up right now. Fuck. But this is $60 for the game, $25 for the amiibo, which, by the way, $25 for an amiibo? Come on, you guys. I still really like amiibos. I have tons of them. Huh. But the majority of people I don't think are. $15, maybe. 25? I don't think so, man. Let's look this up real quick. Skyward Sword Wii remote bundle. Let's see what pops up, because I don't remember. Okay. I believe, if this is correct, that it was $70 for all of this. And back then, the game would have been only $60 still, I believe. So it's only a $10 difference. For $10 more, you can get the game with the special edition Wiimote and a soundtrack. The 25th anniversary symphony soundtrack, by the way. Okay? For $70, you can get all of this. For $155 now, for the HD remake, for $155, you can get the game, the Joy-Cons, and the $25 fucking amiibo. $155 for it on the Nintendo Switch. Now, some people may be like, nah, bro, it's reasonable, plus inflation. Nah. $155 though, no tax? Hopefully my math's right and I don't look like a fucking idiot right now. Let's put this back. Oh, fuck. I just realized that group, there's a group back here that fell. Let me get him. Oh, fuck. There we go. Hang out, Groot. Okay? Don't be leaving, bruh. We love ya. I don't know about that, dude. Skyward Sword HD releases on Switch, for Switch on July 16th, 2021, so it's coming up soon. What do you guys think, though? Should it be less? Should the Joy-Cons be $70? Should Joy-Cons be $70 in general? God, I hope they don't have the drift. I really want those Joy-Cons, though. Not because I want to play with them. I can't fucking stand playing with Joy-Cons. I don't even have giant hands, dude. They're not even giant. They're regular, kind of. And I can't stand playing with those, with the Joy-Cons, dude. And I cannot stand how many times I've had drift. I've ran that into the ground, so I won't go on about that. But I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. What do you guys think, dude? Is it $155 reasonable to you? For a remake of a game? Is $25 for this amiibo? Some people may say, well, it's a new feature. I think the feature should just be included. I think, you know what would even sweeten the pot? Because Nintendo's going to charge an arm and a leg for everything that they possibly can. What would sweeten the pot would at the very least, include the amiibo with the game. Just include the fucking amiibo with the game, dude. Because you added the functionality to the game. So it exists. It's in the game. It's implemented. So you might as well just include the amiibo for everybody. Right? Or bundle it at $70. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other options that aren't $155 fucking dollars, dude. You know? Like, bundle it for, like you did in the past. Like, what would that even be? I'm horrible at math, so let's bring out a calculator. So let's say it was $70, but then the Joy-Cons, if you want those, are another $70. So you're looking at $140. It's really not that much better. $155, $160 something with tax, $140. You're looking at $145-ish. It's not a big difference. I don't know. But you can use the amiibo you can use the amiibo to fast travel up into this. I don't know, dude. Fuck me. Go up into the sky and you fly around in your Loftwing. What's up, guys? Hey, whoo, see an alien pass by. Whoa, whoa, hey, that's happening on Earth too. Which, by the way, I don't know. Okay? But why are we acting like this is news? Okay? And I don't mean to offend anybody here, but why are we acting like aliens are news? Stop it. Stop it. Just because the government has decided to say some stuff. I've said this before on the Mandela Effect episode. The government has released. You just got to know where to find it. It's on the government site, official government sites. A lot of things are redacted, but you can still find it. They have admitted to the existence of aliens and UFOs and alien technology and saucers years ago. It's just now it's widespread. But they quietly released this and announced it years ago. It's just nobody paid attention. But why are we acting like this is news? Why are we acting like we're the only ones here? Okay? Now, everybody can believe what they believe in. So I'm just talking freely for me right now. This is probably something that should be on an And More episode. Or this is probably something that should be on a completely different podcast. I believe in aliens. Okay, to think that we are the only things that exist in, let alone the observable universe, and like I just said, observable, we have no clue what goes on, at least what we're told. Beyond that, what we can see and can't see, I mean, we don't even know what happens in our own oceans, dude. Okay, have you seen a fucking octopus? That's an alien. That is an alien. Have you seen squid? Fucking alien. You seen those anglerfish? There's fish that got lights on them, dude. Have you seen the shit that's in the deep sea? Have you seen that one that's like, kind of like a squid-like jellyfish thing, and it's like fucking skyscraper size? Fucking alien. If those things exist on Earth, I mean, think about it. Really think about it for a minute. We've got like things that exist on Earth that can, change their skin, dude. Their skin, like chameleons. Like, that's crazy, right? If you really stop and think about it, like, that's crazy. I can't do that. I can't. Let me blend in right now. Is it working? Oh, fuck, no, I'm still me. Like, I can't do that. It's only normalized because it's here, right? We're used to it. But if you really think about it, these things are nuts. So who's to say that something doesn't exist here on Earth in our own oceans or our skies or other planets or moons or whatever? It would be asinine, in my opinion, to think that, and a little arrogant maybe, to think that we are the only things here of some sort of intelligence. There's no way. out of all these galaxies and everything, that little old Earth, have you seen those graphics where they pull out and they show how fucking insignificant we actually are? There's no way that little old us are the only things, man. Come on. And these things have existed for centuries, probably. Now we get into like, why haven't they come here? I don't know, man. Or I mean, why haven't they revealed themselves? I don't know. That's a whole other thing. And I love talking about this shit. Whether people believe in it, people don't believe in it, you're entitled to believe in whatever you want. But I love at least talking about it. It's nice to speculate. It's nice to talk. It's nice to sift through things. But all of these videos, I got to tell you, and I'm not dissing anybody. All these videos that are now coming to light via the mainstream, at least, I've seen these videos years ago. Years ago. You don't even have to go to the deep web. I have gone to the dark web, and I have looked at crazy shit. But you don't even have to. Like, you just watch Secure Team 10 on YouTube is one of the greatest UFO YouTubers around, despite all the weird shit that happened the last couple years with him. But a lot of the videos that people used to say, like, oh, it's crazy, that can't be real, are the videos. What's going on over there, Mila? Making a lot of noise. You're also making a stink in here. A lot of those videos that are coming out now on like mainstream news, I've seen all of those years ago. There's actually this specific one where the UFO flies around and then dives into the ocean. I saw that video like 5 years ago or some shit, dude. And now they're coming out that those videos are real. So it looks like I was real. I mean, looks like I was right this whole time that it was real. That's for the people that didn't believe me. But I don't know. Maybe aliens don't want to come down and let us know. Can you take me up there? Take me up there. Show me what's going on. Because it's fucked down here. Maybe they don't want to take us up there because we'll find the real Link and Princess Zelda flying around on a fucking Loftwing that we didn't think existed anymore. Actually, those birds are... Nintendo modeled those birds after... I mean, the Loftwings after those birds that really exist here. I don't remember what they're called, but I'll put it up right here. But I don't know, man. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Sorry. Does anybody want to talk about that with me, though? Should I create another podcast where we talk about conspiracies, maybe, or like aliens or something, and it's like me and whomever want to come on and have a little chit-chat with me about it? We can talk freely and openly about it. Anybody interested in that? Because I'm interested in doing it. But I'm only going to do it if people give a shit. Anyway, my bad. You know, think freely, man. I'm a free thinker. So hopefully that doesn't turn anybody off. I know some people are like, they get mad and then they get turned off. They're like, I'm never watching this show again because he thinks aliens are real. Don't think like that, man. Don't think like that. Let people think what they want. $155, no tax for Skyward Sword HD for the Nintendo Switch, July 16th, 2021. The game's $60. The Amiibo's $25. The Joy-Con's $70. It's too fucking much if you ask me. But it's classic Nintendo. Also, did you guys see this? Dude, I thought it was a fucking joke, man. I'm scrolling on Instagram, and up pops the Xylophone for the Nintendo Switch. And I thought it was a joke, dude. I thought somebody was posting a joke. But it's fucking real, dude. The Xylophone for the Nintendo Switch. Let me look this up. Hold on. Let's find this. So I went to the Nintendo site, and it's real. I'll throw it up on the screen, but I even want to show you via my actual phone. You see that? It's available now, dude. Turn your Nintendo Switch into a xylophone and learn to play anywhere, anytime. Xylophone is an easy-to-use game that will teach you how to play your favorite songs. Choose from one of the 9 included classic learning songs, which will teach you how to play them like a professional by highlighting the colored bars to hit. You will be surprised how easy it is to play something that sounds so amazing so quick. Xylophone also comes with a free play mode, so you can play anything you want. And, oh, they got a spelling error here. It's supposed to say, so you can play anything you want, and maybe after enough practice, learning, you can play one of the included songs without any assistance and amaze your family and friends. But it says, so you can play anything you want, NAND. It says N-A-N-D. NAND, maybe after enough practice, learning you can play. This doesn't even make sense. This sentence doesn't make any sense. This is on the official Nintendo site. I'll throw it up so you guys can read along with me. Xylophone also comes, am I stupid? Xylophone also comes with a free play mode so you can play anything you want, NAND, maybe after enough practice learning you can play one of the included songs without any assistance and amaze you, family, and friends. Nintendo, there's like 5 errors here. What happened? Xylophone is the fun way for anyone to start learning to play the xylophone. What the fuck is this? What is this? What? What's next? The calculator app? The ruler app? What's up, Mila? What's next? What's up, girl? What's up, girl? What are they gonna do next? Are they gonna add navigation? Take your Switch anywhere with you. Post it up in the car and let it navigate you. That actually might be kind of cool. Mario's like, a turn left. This is $10, dude. This xylophone is $10. What is this? It's gotta, I mean, clearly it's kind of like for kids, right? I mean, maybe there's some people that disagree with me and they're like, huh, I'm fucking downloading it right now, dude. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. I'm loving it. I don't know, dude. I'm looking at this thing right now. I'm also stunned by the fact that Nintendo has so many spelling errors here. I'm going to tag the shit out of Nintendo. Put this on Twitter and everything as well. Spelling errors like crazy. Somebody didn't do their job. Melinda? I don't know, dude. Hey, Nintendo, I got a great idea. How about you work on some fucking games? Where's Breath of the Wild 2? Hey, Nintendo, I got a cool idea. How about fuck the xylophone and let's get the Nintendo Switch Pro. The one with 4K. I want to play the xylophone in 4K. Hey, Nintendo. How about a new Mario game? Hey, Nintendo. We've been waiting so long for Mario Kart. Hey, Nintendo, we've been waiting so long for a Mario Kart 10. We're so stoked and so excited. Drop the Nintendo 4K Switch Pro thing and drop it alongside Breath of the Wild 2 and a new Mario Kart. And they're like, okay, we hear you, but you know what? We're going to give you the xylophone instead. They're in their offices like, fucking revolutionary. This is fucking revolutionary, Calvin. Shit. Oh, damn. Fuck yeah. Hey guys, we should probably be working on Mario Kart, no? We're only like 25% done. Dude, Trevor, did you see this fucking xylophone, bro? Come on, dude, Mario Kart, fuck! Next, they're gonna have a trumpet where you blow on your Joy-Con. Drums, start a whole fucking band. Nintendo band. Switch band. It's kind of a play on words too, Switch band. Hey, you remember those from the 90s? That's not what they were called. Thanks a lot, Mila. Just knocked a bunch of shit down. Yes! Even fucked up the camera. Woo! It's a little bit crooked. Yeah, all right. Woo! Now I gotta fix it. Ooh! Spitting everywhere. Fix the camera. I think it's still a little bit crooked, but you know what? It's the end of the show, so fuck it. You guys remember those things from the 90s, though? Those little slap wrist things where it was like, it was kind of like this, right? It's kind of like this, and you'd be like, and it would slap right on you. Didn't they have like a collaboration with Power Rangers or something? And you like slap it on, it would be Power Rangers, and you bam, and you turn into the fucking Green Ranger for real, and you like go help people. Like, slap it on, you son of a bitch. And I would slap it on, and then I would turn into the Green Ranger. and I'd play my little sword. I don't remember the fucking song, so I'm just gonna make one up. Let me grab my Nintendo Switch because it also has the Power Ranger sword flute on it. The flute app, Power Ranger Green Sword flute app, the Nintendo Switch, $674. Hey, we should make games. Nah, fuck that. Harp app coming to Nintendo Switch. It's $42.03. I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. I'm delusional today. I'm so tired, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I talked about today. It was a good time. It was fun. Smells in here. My dog, she's farting. She probably wants to go on a walk. I love it. Love inhaling it. God, give me some more. Ooh. We'll catch you guys next week where Juice comes back, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing next week, but we have a couple things in the works and a couple guests in the works, so I don't want to mention it just yet, but we might have a really cool episode coming up next week. So thank you guys for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all of those beautiful things that you do over on youtube.com/Side Projekt Podcast. When you go down, you hit that big red button that says subscribe, and it goes, give me the Xylophone app. Yeah. Oh. Damn, dude, I just got 100 sexy project points. Heck yeah, fucking xylophones. Thank you for listening on Apple, on Google, and Spotify, and all of those things that you listen on. When you rate and you review and you do all those things that you do, we love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. Oh, God, thumbs up, oh, from the bottom of our hearts. Oh, if you're looking for Juice, you can find him at Captain_Juicebox across all social media. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at IG_Chazzy. If you're looking for the both of us, the duo of the magnificent, you can find us on Instagram and pretty much almost everywhere else at Side Projekt Podcast. Juice isn't here today, so we can't hit him with the pistols. But I was talking to Mike, Jar of Retro. He knows that I was going to be doing a solo episode this week. And he said, hey, you know what, Chaz? Why don't you hit him with the bazooka? And I'm like, oh, God, you sick son of a bitch. All right, I guess so, you selfish, sick freak.